Did Bitcoin already topped in its 60-day cycle, and can we see the remainder of the 60-day cycle, the declining phase for the Bitcoin price? Guys, that's going to be the topic of today's video, together with looking at Ethereum, especially Ethereum against Bitcoin, which is looking very, very beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to tell you what we can expect for the next coming weeks, but I also want to talk a little bit about the narrative, where we are coming from, and the narrative that we are in right now, and what specifically changed. And guys, this will definitely blow your mind, so let's jump straight into it. So guys, Bitcoin so far got rejected at 49,000 US dollars. This is a significant level because we also already surpassed the golden ratio right here, but some people like to do it like this. So you can maybe take this exact top, and then you can see we just touched it right now, the 61.80%, right? I always like to take a little bit more confluence in the price, so I would set it right here. That makes the price a little bit higher than that, but yeah, if you would make it right here, then definitely Bitcoin is touching that, and this level is throwing some resistance. But this is not the only level, guys, because we also see this rising channel right here is still functioning as resistance, and I don't really see Bitcoin right now, the place where we are right now, I don't see it breaking out to the upside and going to 56,000 US dollars, although that is possible. But I'm going to explain you exactly why I think right now it is just a little bit less likely. First of all, everyone has been anticipating the Bitcoin ETF news and the Bitcoin ETF approval, right? So I think a lot of people have been positioned for Bitcoin. But nevertheless, we are still in a strong trend. So I don't think that we have a clear rejection yet, although it started to look like it. We have quite a big wick right here to the upside. And if I bring out the momentum indicators, we can see that the momentum right here is coming down. Right, the momentum waves is coming down. We can see the relative strength index coming down, like creating a lot of bearish divergences right here. We can see that over also on other momentum indicators. So it definitely shows right now that this move in Bitcoin is just very much weakening. A lot of resistance coming in. Now is the question how this is going to act. Right, so most likely, if I just look at this chart, for now, the movement is going to be to the downside. Funding waves are positive, so right now, short-term time frame, I definitely would say that, yeah, it's more likely to go down. The question is how it is going to look. So, for example, right here, we had a nice momentum wave coming down, and then we go into the red, you know, and then the red was actually pretty, yeah, a small drop right here. So if we want to see a continuation of this uptrend, we want to see something similar. We want to see a small drop in the price, not too much, definitely not too much, because that means that we could start the declining phase, which means that Bitcoin is going to see a correction, which actually is also pretty likely. So there are a couple of outcomes, right? So first of all, you could see the outcome, okay, Bitcoin ETF is approved, a lot of new money will flow into the markets. Will that happen? I personally think that is less likely, because since when is retail, which we are positioned very early in the Bitcoin price, since when can we dump on institutions, right, like BlackRock? So I don't think that we are able to take profits right here for Bitcoin and then sell it to BlackRock, and then BlackRock eventually buys high, because we already have seen a crazy increase in the price. It is possible, don't get me wrong. I just don't see the likelihood. Also, in terms of timing, guys, we are right now on, we can also see the bearish divergences on the daily time frame. The momentum is still high on the daily time frame, but we have a lot of warning signals, divergences. Right now, we are on day, let me check, from this cycle low till here, we are on day 32. So, you know, that also makes it a little bit more dangerous, because we can get a right translator cycle, so we can see a top at day 44. So that's still possible that we come down and still get that last rally, maybe that last blow off top. But we are already deep in the cycle. We already passed the half of the cycle. Normally at around the half of the cycle, you get some strength, which we've seen right here. But right now, right at the half is also often a moment that you actually see a top. So that is definitely something that I'm taking into consideration right here. Ethereum also followed Bitcoin right now, which also can say us, okay, maybe the move in Bitcoin is done, because when Bitcoin is done, Ethereum starts to run. This was a very, very beautiful, guys. This one was so beautiful, this chart. And we can see that also when we bring out the momentum indicators, and especially on the 4-hour time frame, guys. I actually opened some long positions right here. We had this sideways consolidation, and at the end of the sideways consolidation, we had the momentum coming up. Beautiful. We had bullish divergences on the relative strength index. We came from the oversold conditions on the wave trend indicator. All of these, and we had the funding rates coming down significantly. All of these signals were really bullish for Ethereum against US dollar. And after the Bitcoin ETF got approved, we just saw this thing taking off. So beautiful. So our trade that we have entered right here at the bottom of the green box right here at 0.05 Bitcoin per Ethereum right now is up significantly, guys. It is up by 13%. I traded this with the majority of my portfolio. I put it in Ethereum, and yeah, I'm actually very happy with this trade, because sometimes you only need a couple of good trades per year and you're already done. Then you don't have to focus on day-to-day intraday price action. A couple of big good trades per year, in my opinion, often are already sufficient to get enough funds to go by the whole year, or maybe even further, right? So I'm very happy with this move. This is also something that we have anticipated. I've been talking about this move already for months over on Will Alerts. For the people that don't know Will Alerts is a private Telegram channel where I'm giving extra updates on the cryptocurrency markets, what I'm doing with my portfolio, and so on. So we've been talking about this move for months, and I've also been talking about this over on the channel. And guys, I'm actually expecting this to go a lot higher. So we can see that the last time we had some green candles in Ethereum, and we had some weekly bullish engulfing candle. It was actually pretty good. And if you look at the yellow places right here, these were all November. So this is also what I said. I said November we see a low. It's better visible on the daily time frame though. But then in December we get, or January, we get another like dive into the low. That happened right here. And then we see a massive rally. That happened right here. Low, dive into the low, massive rally. Low, dive into the low, rally. Not a massive rally, but still a significant rally. Low, dive into the low, massive rally. So where are we right now, you know? So if we look at historical price action, the rallies are definitely pretty high. So this rally was 1700%. Are we going to see something like that again? I don't think so. But you can see the significance. This one was 200%. This one was actually from the low 70%, still significant, but not that significant. This one was 132%, and this one was 270%. So guys, I think this is a macro low for now. We can definitely at least go to the top of this declining channel at 30% profit, but maybe even go to the previous resistance again, break out from this falling wedge formation, and have a 66% profit. Which is just very significant, because often we are seeing this pattern in Bitcoin where we have on crypto, where we have a falling wedge, break out to the downside, move sideways, break back into the wedge. Then most of the time, almost all the time, we just go directly to the resistance and then directly bring out to the upside. And guys, something I did a little bit of research to, we are seeing Ethereum against US dollar not really going down when it is going up in the Bitcoin comparative, right? So this is very important to know, because that means if you are positioned in Ethereum, most likely this will still push higher, right? If the Ethereum against Bitcoin ratio goes up, the Ethereum against US dollar ratio goes up too. It doesn't necessarily have to be the case, right? It just means that the ratio of Ethereum against Bitcoin has to gain value. So if Bitcoin declines and Ethereum declines, but Bitcoin declines faster, you still get a bigger ratio. But like I said, I've been looking at all of these past data, and all the time when you see Ethereum increase against Bitcoin, you are seeing it also increase in US dollar terms. So I'm definitely expecting for Ethereum that this could be bullish, maybe a continuation pattern And I think that's also where my focus right now is going to be. It's going to be a little bit more into altcoins, because I think the chances for Bitcoin, the nice risk to reward ratio setups right now are just not there yet. I don't see any point to long right now at 46k. After we are seeing such a chart, right? We've just seen so many hype, and the only thing that can happen is that the ETF inflows can drive the price up, but I don't have any control over that. I cannot check that with derivatives exchange data. I cannot like trade based on that. That would be a complete gamble. So if I just go on the technicals and go to my long-term strategy, right now it's just showing that we are going to go down. I just saw in the Will Alerts Telegram channel also that the sentiment right now is bullish for Bitcoin. That makes me only more cautious, because we wrote our own platform, guys, our own program that is scanning through the internet, going to Twitter, going to YouTube, going to different internet websites and check what is the sentiment. What are people saying about Bitcoin? What are people saying about crypto, right? So when that one is bullish, you got to be a little bit careful. But more about that very soon, because we will update the Will Portal website again very soon as usual, because we are working constantly on that. And it's actually kind of crazy, guys, because we have been, through Will Portal, we have been doing so crazy good in the past couple of days even, because we had this at this top. I actually told you guys in a video, the moment this happened, we are going to see a long flush. This was only based on data from willportal.com. Then right here, when we had that long flush, you can see it already. I made this triangle right here. Then I made a video, I say this triangle likely going to break out to the upside with an explosive move. Why? Because we already seen that flush, derivatives data profile completely changed, and right now it looked like we are going to break out to the upside. What happened? We're going to break out to the upside. Guys, there's only a couple of things you need to know actually in order to open a trade or to predict the direction, right? And I think most of the things is all on Will Portal. So if I open that website, I'll just look at that exchange data and I look at the sentiment. So I have the derivatives exchange data, I have the sentiment, and I look at the structure of the price. I can with a high certainty tell you what is going to happen and what is the better risk to reward ratio setup in that specific situation. Then guys, if you want to join Will Alerts, the private Telegram channel where you receive extra information on the cryptocurrency markets, you can do that by joining BuyBit with the affiliate link down below. Make a deposit, open your first trade, and then you can submit your user ID right here, email address and Telegram handle. If you already have a BuyBit account, you can basically create a new one and you can transfer your previous KYC to the new KYC over on BuyBit. That is a possibility. If you already have BuyBit, or you cannot have BuyBit because you are in the United States or whatever, you can still use BingX or you can go to BitGet. These are all possibilities, but I would definitely urge you to do it on BuyBit. BuyBit is by far the best exchange. BuyBit is the exchange that definitely thinks long term, and I would say it's good to diversify your exchanges, but in terms of the best exchange to trade, it is BuyBit. Then guys, I want to share the following with you on my YouTube channel page. I made a lot of playlists with tutorials, which are all for free. It's free knowledge and I think it's pretty beautiful. So right here on the BuyBit tutorials, I think every single one of you needs to look at every single one of this BuyBit tutorial, because I will show you exactly how I'm doing the copy trading, how I diversify, and how I lower my risk to lose any money, and how I actually, with BuyBit copy trading, I only made money so far. BuyBit trading bots, I also only made money so far, but I also did make some mistakes, which I share with you right here in this video, where you can basically learn how you can create a passive income relatively safely. So I'm not only explaining how it works, I'm also giving you tips and tricks that nobody else is talking about that can lower your risk, because that's all what's all about with trading, to lower your risk. And here we have, for example, the mobile app tutorial that is kind of like automatic. But if you look at these last tutorials, guys, the futures martingale tutorial, which is very interesting, the BuyBit advanced futures like Trade GPT, there is like a kind of chat GPT over on BuyBit that you can talk and ask questions about trading. The BuyBit webhook trading view, which means that you can combine your trading view strategy with your BuyBit account to automate your trading. Very beautiful. And the chase limit and scaled orders, guys. This one only got 780 views. Nobody knows about this. It is actually insane that this has so less views, because this is an option that BuyBit hid in that tools section, where you can basically trade without paying any fees. Well, I sometimes look at my fee account on BuyBit and I'm paying thousands of dollars of fees per month, right? But since I'm using this is going to hundreds, maybe even lower. This is really crazy. I also, guys, made a lot of Bitcoin trading strategy videos where I tell you which indicators you can use for price predictions. And I think if you look these videos, you can definitely get a lot of get a lot of insights, get a lot of extra knowledge. Normally people are selling these things in trading courses, but I really did my best on these videos, and personally I think they didn't get enough attention as they should be, and that's also, again, into your advantage, because, again, not a lot of people know about this, so definitely worth to check it out. And if you are interested, guys, in the cycles that I'm talking about, the 16-year cycle stuff, that is something that I have been talking about since 2022, which has been predicting this Bitcoin price action already since the low right here, then make sure to watch these videos too. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Drop a thumbs up if you like this video. Very much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. I wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.